In this episode, we will talk about the truth of marrying an older man, but from a woman's perspective. This is a Filipina woman who says, for context, my husband and I have been together for 13 years and married for 3. We used to travel a lot as a couple, but that all stopped last December when he could no longer walk. We spent Christmas and New Year's Eve at the condo, something we never did before. It's broke my heart to see him so sad, but I didn't have any other choice. At the time, he refused to use a walker or a wheelchair, so I became his, quote, human walker. Eventually, I bought him a walker, which he hated, and later a wheelchair, but he kept insisting he didn't need them. I think he was still in denial. Fast forward, while working full-time as a nurse, I had to hire a caregiver for him, but by February, I had to quit my job because he could no longer manage many daily activities and became his primary caregiver. In March, I had to rush him to the ER, though he refused at first and then again a few days later when his blood pressure dropped too low. I reached out for help from my cousin, also a nurse, and my mom had to come from Manila to assist me. After his hospital stay, he wasn't fully better, but managed to eat some soup, and eventually, a month later, he could eat solid food again. I also hired a physical therapist, and for a while, he was walking with a walker. Sadly, about 3 weeks ago, his legs started giving out again, and now he can barely walk. For the past 3 days, his eating has also gotten worse. I can see how sad, angry, and frustrated he feels. I can see how sad, angry, and frustrated he feels. I can see how sad, angry, and frustrated he feels. It's hard to even put it into words. As his wife, I try to push him to keep him fighting and getting better, but sometimes I wonder if he's being selfish, holding on while his body keeps declining. It's just the two of us, and I feel so scared to lose him. I've gotten so used to having him by my side, and now I'm running the household and caregiving all on my own. It's overwhelming, 100% on me. I keep begging him to get better because I want to go back to the life and the routine we once had. But seeing him now, weak, pale, and bedridden, it breaks me. He has multiple doctors for his heart, prostate, and more. He has a history of alcohol and other substances, though he's been sober for 20 years and smoked from age 45 until 75. He also has muscle atrophy, which is likely why walking has become so difficult. And yes, I am a young wife. I'm just trying to figure out what more can be done. Has anyone else been through something similar? How do you know when it's time? And is there anything I can still do to help him get better? Before you feel sad for this woman, realize that she, in essence, is selfish. She wants to go back to the life she had of spending his money and living the life that he wants or she wants without taking care of him, correct? But you chose to be with an older man, someone that abuses substances and lives his life the way he wants. And now that it's time for you to step up and take care of him, you want a way out. So, this is the reality of marrying an older rich guy. You have to, well, maybe not even rich, just an older man that you presumed will give you a better life, but you did not think of your part of the deal. You simply wanted things for yourself. Selfish ideas, things that you want just for you are not really him. I'm not a doctor, says Chemical, and I hate to say it. I think you're reaching end life. Your job is to keep him comfortable, spend time with him, get some help around the house to assist you if you wish to be the carer. Good luck. Accepting is the key, says Forsaken. Both of you and him need to accept that things may never return to how they once were. With his age and poor health, this may be who he is until the end. Instead of holding on to the past, focus on finding comfort in each other's presence now. Begging won't restore his youth. Lord Alfred says, it's a sad story, but I think that in a way, you knew this was part of the deal when you paired up with him because of his large age gap. I'm an old guy myself in my 70s, and I am also starting to fall apart. My wife is 6 years younger and is a big reason I'm still alive. I'm also experiencing leg problems and expect problems similar to what you mentioned. However, while I understand the frustration he feels, instead of anger, he should feel gratitude he has you to help. He would no doubt be dead otherwise. My own father had a wife 17 years younger than him, and I really felt sorry for her during the last 7 years of his life. It was just a giant cascade of one ailment after another until the day his death from COPD. I could tell that although she experienced grief, the relief and being released on being on duty 24/7 to respond to each and every one of his needs and impulses was obvious. One reason for this was some mental deterioration that made him insensitive to the comfort and inconvenience of others. All I can say is that I hope your experience is better than what my father's wife was. Jewel says, I'm sorry to hear this, and obvious you care deeply. I'm going to say something that's already echoing in the other comments. It's like he doesn't have his own internal desire to fight. Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's realistic. Maybe making him feel like you're disappointed that he isn't fighting, making him feel like he has to manage your emotional needs while he works through his feelings about the end of his life. Maybe that just adds to the burden. It's so difficult, but if he shows you with his actions what his choice is, it may be much kinder to accept it versus fighting it. A lot of men, not all, are stoic, willing to accept their fate when it is clear. This person is clearly not in good shape. It's a sad reality of life that we will all face one day. Let's just hope that the person we choose isn't so much younger that she wants to go back to the way things were instead of accepting it and being part of the process. My Reichel says, go to your local social service office to help him for applied medical and state benefit. Ask for caregiver relief program. This person tries to take a more political approach to the situation. But this is the truth. This is the reality. Now, Mary is how much so much older than you. You have to be willing and ready for situations like this. Every relationship is different, but this man is just lucky that she's still around. Thanks for watching. God bless.